The 74th running of the Critérium du Dauphiné, getting itself off and underway in beautiful conditions today, and what a rude awakening at the top of this 8-stage race. 193 kilometres in total, destination Beauchastel, a big looping course of just over 60 kilometres, including 2 climbs late on, but a big climb at the beginning of the day, destined to tempt a breakaway, with the King of the Mountains jersey being dangled out for the brave. Well, those brave were Beauchastel, Ois and Pierre Rolland. Rolland long in the tooth, but high in ambition for a polka dot jersey, and some bonus seconds up for grabs as well. As if to make a statement, Team Bike Exchange, working for Dylan Groenewegen, they were keeping the breakaway on a reasonably tight leash. Well, the bonus seconds that were coming through at the intermediate sprint also counted for an awful lot at the end. Top 5 positions up for grabs for the breakaway. Some splits there were, and indeed as soon as Groenewegen and some of the other fast men got themselves into trouble, then there was a big push out front. That Wolves struggling along with Groenewegen. They were not alone. Phil Bauhaus also had his troubles for Bahrain Victorious. Meanwhile, Rolland was, well, bossing every single one of the climbs. He took maximum points over all of the categorised tests, and in so doing, he finds himself in the polka dot jersey. Finding himself in trouble was Dylan Groenewegen. While as others decided to bridge over to the breakaway, Simon Geske rolled the dice, and so did a few others as well on that final test. The quick men went backwards, the gaps were opening up, and it was their chances for those who would hit and hope on the descent before the 14-kilometre flat run to home. Well, there were some brave souls out there. Mikel Honoré was one, but he was wound in by a push from Ineos Grenadiers. How would they reassemble themselves? Well, it was a callback for everyone for Bike Exchange to try and bridge the gap that was hovering around the half-minute mark with 10 kilometres to go. That gap started to extend, and finally the fast men knew that their fate was sealed. But who would it be of the puncheurs? Well, there's none stronger than Wout van Aert, but Jesper Stuyven had an option. Ethan Hayter was also going to be there. Edvald Boasson-Hagen was going to be in the mix as well. It was going to be mayhem, potentially. Unless Remy Cavagna could make this stick. The French champion from Quick-Step Alpha Vinyl sped off. Pippo Ganna was called to hand to man the pumps. The gap was wound in, and indeed by the time Ethan Hayter was released, we were looking for the Belgian tricolore. It came through almost centre of the road. Sean Quinn racing beautifully. Stuyven boxed out of it. In the end, the best man won. Wout van Aert delivering himself into the lead of this race. A race where every single stage Jumbo-Visma are going to start off with at least one of the day's favourites to take it. Some very good finishing out there. Benjamin Thomas just out of position. Out of luck this time by, had to take the long route home. But a long day of 193 kilometres was taken by Wout van Aert. Hayter in second place ahead of Sean Quinn. Page, Boasson-Hagen, Stuyven, Venturini, Van Hills, Benjamin Thomas and Steimler, your top 10. While 10, 6 and 4 bonus seconds mean that's a gap of 4 seconds to the good. Well, Van Aert leads this race. Good work for those who are in the breakaway. Beauchastel, Ois and Rolland all finding themselves in the top 6. Rolland with the climber's jersey. The points also owned by Wout van Aert. Ethan Hayter wears white as the best young rider. And so to stage 2, Brive, our destination. A longish day, slightly shorter than the opener, but nonetheless testy to say the least. 4 categorised climbs, but it should really be for the sprinters. Let's see if they have their luck this time by, or whether the breakaway spoil their fun. Slightly lumpy in the rolling. Let's see how it pans out. The Dauphiné is underway. The Tour de France preparation has begun.